So apparently, there are a bunch of videos online about how you can get a heavy core out of the trial vault 100% of the time as long as you have good reaction speed. Now the wiki says this isn't true and that the vault spits out completely random items, but let's try it ourselves in game to see what happens. So first we gotta break these blocks so we can get a good look inside of the vault, and from here you can see the little floating item that's supposed to tell us what the next thing that the vault will drop is going to be. So as the theory goes, once I see a heavy core, I just right click on this box and then that's what I'll get. Come on. Oh, and as you can see right there, it looks like I wasn't fast enough, and when the heavy core came up, I was just a little too slow and I ended up getting these arrows of slowness instead. So let's try it again on another vault. Alright, here we have another ominous vault. We'll just pop in here and then try to time it to get ourselves a heavy core. Once again, it seems like I was just a little too slow, and I got a golden apple instead. How about third time's the charm? Alright, I've got to get it this time, right? Any second now. Oh, once again, too slow, and I got emeralds. Or maybe something else is going on here. So even though there are several videos online of what appear to be people timing their right clicks to get the heavy core, it's not actually true. It's kind of just good luck and a good illusion. So the way that these vaults actually work is that they're constantly displaying what they might drop, but the moment you right click on them, whatever is currently being displayed will automatically randomly change to a new item that's going to get ejected. So whatever you see here just gets instantly changed. So we can see that by the fact that even though these items are changing once every second, you know, at an even pace, we can right click it and then the last thing that was displayed gets cut off short, see? So it only showed the emerald for a very brief second before showing that apple because it changed what the item was the moment I right-clicked on it. So I'll reset the vault so we can watch that again. So the items are changing once every second, but if I right-click it, then it quickly changes. The book was only there for a split second, and then the banner pattern got ejected instead. And this may not be super convincing to a lot of people, but I found a pretty good way to make it extra convincing by creating this custom vault that instead of having the trial chamber ominous reward loot table, it instead has the oak leaves loot table. Now the oak leaves loot table doesn't always drop an item. Sometimes it drops sticks and apples, as we'll see here in a second, you know, they'll randomly show up, but most of the time it just drops nothing. Whenever a trial chamber tries to spit out air, nothing happens. So in theory, the moment we see an item here, if we right click on it, it should give us something, right? Ooh. Nope again. I right-clicked on it twice, and the apple and the sapling didn't get spat out, because when I right-clicked on the vault, it randomly rolled for a different item, and it got air instead. But if I just spam on this, eventually something will get spat out. See? It got spat out a stick. Or reset this. I'm just going to spam on this, and eventually it'll just spit something out, because when I right-click it, it randomizes what's going to get shot out. See? That apple didn't affect it, that stick didn't affect it. And there we go. Eventually, I randomly got an item to shoot out. So it has nothing to do with what's being displayed currently. It's completely random and just randomizes every time you right-click the block. Bit of a mini myth-busting episode. Hope you found that interesting. And hopefully this properly debunks a theory that I'm sure people will still be claiming is true for the next several years to come. Alright, with that all being said, I will see you in the next one.